the Faux Paws on WNCW.
Spending time like a dollar, but I've overdrawn. Running around and all I found is where I don't belong. Maybe where I am is as good as it gets. I'll sit still and maybe I'll forget to move on. Move on. What the hell am I doing? 3 days in Cheyenne. One whole day, then another, and then another again. I know I'm waiting around just to hear goodbye. Maybe after one more time I'll move on. Move on. Summer in Denver heat, but it felt like an afternoon, a cool November breeze. Try to get what I want and give what I can. Maybe it's time I change my plans and move on. Move on. Move on.
It's another new one from the Faux Paws here on WNCW. Faux, folks, F-A-U-X. Not like pho, like P-H-O, not the Vietnamese. I suppose you have a lot of folks asking about the band name.
A lot of folks.
A lot of folks, yeah. Sorry. There's probably some confusion out there, but we're here to set the record straight. Cool. That was Noah singing there, playing the fiddle, and again, doing the Quebecois style dancing on the contraption you made. And
the box.
It's just the box, folks.
The feet on the box.
The feet on the box.
But it's not just any box,
that name's
I'll tell
taken.
you. Maybe. With a little microphone there, so pick up the dancing.
Yeah.
And when you're on stage, it's how is it mic'd there? What's it?
Same thing. I got like a little contact pickup in there. There's a
Yeah.
in a big festival. It's great because you get it in the big subs.
Yeah.
And it's very. If you feel like God. Feels so good.
Right.
One of the things
So powerful.
that's cool about it is that it's actually pretty important that his seat is at a consistent height
Yes.
so that he doesn't like do damage to his knees. So,
Yeah.
when you've got your seat built in to the instrument, then it's
That's
always
the
good.
first. The reason I built it was that this only works if you're about 4 inches higher than a normal chair.
Okay.
And so if I showed up at a dance hall and the chairs didn't stack, I was super screwed.
Oh, right.
You need to be a little bit higher than your knee, so you're not lifting your leg.
And you also have
Higher.
it. You also have it built so that you can pack a week's worth of clothes in it, and
Yep.
it's part instrument stand. And
Check it in there. Yeah, it's my suitcase when I go flying. It's a very, very heavy suitcase.
Yeah. What kind of wood you got there, sir?
Baltic birch.
Okay, good and thick. Yeah, I reckon you put some stuff in there. And when at all the different places you played, is there ever a time where it just doesn't seem to work? Like the sound guy can't make it happen?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Sorry, I may have brought up a sore subject, huh?
No, it's really hit or miss.
Really? Yeah.
There's a little spiel I have, like I try to like say something to the sound guy before he gets like I want it to be thuddy, not boomy, clicky, not clucky.
But even besides the sound, like you have the same concerns that like a drum kit has of needing like a rug.
Yeah.
But even beyond that, like stages that come in segments, you have to be careful about like where on the stage you physically are, because you could like knock the stage over if you're not positioned correctly.
Yeah. Right.
Really bouncy stages are dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we appreciate this nice linoleum.
Concrete.
We feel very safe in this concrete room. There's no danger of tipping over.
Yes, it's some stable linoleum we have here. It's tried and tested.
like radio.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you've played all sorts of different venues. The dance halls, probably the tiny little bars and such, and the beautiful auditoriums. Are there any particular ones that stand out that you all played in? It's like, well, this is memorable.
Well, another one that you haven't mentioned yet, we play a lot of house concerts too.
Oh, yeah.
And we just did one last night. And house concerts are always
Sometimes
a
they're the
beautiful,
most fun.
memorable
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Just the intimacy and talking about that. All of the, with this, we play acoustic music, and then you run it through electronics, and then someone else is at the dials, and it doesn't really matter how good we sound if that person decides they want it to sound differently.
Oh,
So, playing a house concert where there's none of that in between us and the audience, and they're actually hearing the, vibrations generated from our instruments, that's like, we really appreciate that.
right on.
But
Yeah.
the right little bar can be a blast, and an audience that's like really there and attentive and seated and paying attention can be really fun, and dances can be fun, and it's the variety that
Party tents at
makes
festivals
it
can
work.
be fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Okay. The party tent in the festival.
and bluegrass festivals where they've heard is bluegrass all weekend, and it's Saturday night, and they might have had a few beers, and like
It's
we're
a saxophone.
It's just teed up perfectly.
Oh,
you
you're
know.
right. Yeah, that's
I crowd surfed at Gray Fox last year.
okay. All right. I'll see some pictures. It's the Faux Paws here on WNCW. They're playing tonight at the Cork and Keg in Asheville, and then tomorrow you're in Shelby at the Earl Scruggs Center, and then on Friday night playing at the Skunk Farm, Zig's Farm outside of Greer, which is getting underway about now. They might be listening now and giving them a little taste of what's playing there Friday night, and then Saturday Night Lights at the Tryon International Equestrian Center, which is actually in Mill Spring, not to confuse you, but you know where to go. You've been to the Earl Scruggs Music Festival, so you know not to go to the Earl Scruggs Center. All right. Anyway,